Hello and welcome back to Bunnex Investment Group. In this video, we are going to talk about a very simple trading strategy that utilizes the market maker cycle. So basically within a market maker cycle, we expect to see 3 days of rise, or basically 3 levels of rise or 3 levels of drop. When we reach the third level, we expect to see a market reversal. But within the flow or within the rise to the peak formation high or peak formation low, they usually issued a day of consolidation. So what is a day of consolidation? It is basically a day whereby the opening price and the closing price of that particular day will be at almost the same price. So we are saying the market makers do not have infinite capital, therefore at one point they need to book their profits, and within doing so we see consolidations. So on my charts you can see these blue traces. They basically mark the lowest price of yesterday or highest price of yesterday. So in this particular case, we can see on this particular day, which was the 11th of May, high of yesterday was marked with this blue tracer. So when using this particular strategy, we are actually going to be trading off the high of yesterday or the low of yesterday, depending on the market context. So the first thing that we need to see is basically to validate a cycle. So in this particular case, we can see there was a half a Batman structure whereby we had the first day of drop to the downside like that. Then after that first day of drop, we had this drop, but unfortunately the market cleared off that particular drop. On this day, we had the opening price of this day starting at this particular price and closing at this particular price, meaning that this was actually a validated day of consolidation. So if we have a day of consolidation, we would say we expect to make an entry at yesterday's high. We can see the market actually came to yesterday's high, gave us a 3 candle reversal pattern, and the market went to the downside for level. This was now level 2. Level 2 was issued off yesterday's high, and there was consolidation, right? So on this particular day, we were now going for third level and the cycle was completed. So if you make your entry at yesterday's high, whilst in level 2, you can actually hold that particular trade for 2 more days. So this cycle was actually complete. After cycle completion, we expect to get a reset. A reset peak is basically issued to start again that particular cycle. So within that, we can start to see we had one. Before we continue, please join our free trading community where we share free signals, free trading advice, as well as setups. The link is right down in the description box below. Be part of the winning community. Going to the downside, then 2. A day of consolidation was not yet issued. As we've said, within the cycle, they usually issue 1 day of consolidation. Where was the day of consolidation? We can see it was at this particular day. Opening price and the closing price at almost the same price point. So we would say this was the day of consolidation was actually this one. So what do we expect if we get a day of consolidation? We expect to see a retest of yesterday's high on the following day. On the following day, the market gave us a retest of yesterday's high, and we were going to enter at this bearish engulfing pattern, right? So this can be done on H1 or on M15 time frame. M15 will actually give you much pristine entries. So we had 3 levels in this particular direction. So if we look at the H4, we can now say we had the first cycle, the second cycle, and we are now going for the third cycle, right? So the third cycle actually started with the reset at this particular point, and then we had level 1. So as you've seen, we have actually took 2 trades without a loss, only taking trades at yesterday's high after a day of consolidation. So this was the first level from the peak. Second level was issued, and then we've said we need to see a day of consolidation within a cycle. So this was actually a day of consolidation. Opening price almost equal to closing price. So after a day of consolidation, what do we wait for? We wait for a candlestick reversal pattern at yesterday's high. They actually issued yesterday's high retest here, another yesterday's high retest to give us the third level. So you were going to make an entry and probably exit at this particular price point, because you wouldn't know that they are going to create an inverted head and shoulders. So this cycle has been done and it's actually over. So basically you will be actually counting the levels and finding the days of consolidation within those particular cycles. You need to do this over several pairs so that you won't force yourself within the trades without a setup. So basically repeat this every trade and you have high accuracy. I'll see you in the next one.